What's up? It's your girl Ebbody, and today I am here with the monster. I got the champ in the building. What's going on?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm good. How you feeling?
I feel great. Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate you.
Definitely. It is such a pleasure to be able to sit here with you tonight.
Thank
I just want to let you know that. First of all, 12-1.
Yes.
11 knockouts.
Yes.
How does that feel?
Feels amazing. Feels great. Feels great. I don't really dwell on it. We need to move on to the next one, but it feels good when I do think about it.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I mean, just hearing it because, not really being into the boxing so much, but just to hear that 11 knockouts just...
Yeah, it's a good statistic.
We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna make it 12. We're gonna keep it going.
I'm trying to lay everybody down.
So, right, I just want to ask you, because I know that, it got to take a lot of focus, a lot of determination to just be a boxer. How did you get into boxing?
Well, I've been into boxing since I was a kid. I had some family members that were boxers, and they would teach me a little bit, and I always loved it. I was always kind of an aggressive kid. I was fighting at school and stuff, so...
So that kind of got you into it.
Right,
you had to
right.
practice right there.
Yeah, I thought I was a champ back then already. So,
right.
As I got a little older into my teens, I got into it organized. I started training, and then I did my amateur career. Like when I was like 19, 20 years old, I did a couple amateur fights. But I had kids already by then, so it was kind of hard, not getting paid for some and putting so much time into it and trying to raise a family. So. I had to scoot out for a little bit.
You had to. Okay, so when did you, I know you said at 19 you were doing amateur.
Right.
When did you really get it going now?
Okay, so 3 years ago I really got it going. I was 35 years old.
Wow, at 35?
At 35, yeah, I'm a rare story.
That's when they tell you it's never too late, you know what I'm saying?
That's one of my favorite quotes, not to be cliche, but it's never too late to be what you could have been. And I had that feeling back then at that time. I'm like, man, it's too late, but I had a reality check. And I said, I have to do this. I got to try. I wanted to get away from what I was doing. And I started as a bucket list thing. I was like, well, I got to do this before I get older. Take some pictures, tell my kids I did it, show them.
Yeah.
And so I got prepared. They got me a fight in Dominican Republic. My first fight was January 27, 2017. Nice. First professional fight. And I walked in there, fought, knocked the dude out in the first round. And it was like, it was a better high than any drug I've ever been on, and I tried all drugs, so it was the best high. It was the best high. Yeah, and I just, it turned from like a bucket list thing. I was like, I think I want to do this. I stayed with it, and here we are, 13 fights later. 3 weeks ago, I won the National Boxing Association belt. Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm living the dream right now.
I know that's right. That's the NBA title that
yes,
you took
NBA title,
home?
yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you very much.
That is so amazing.
Thank you.
So right now, as far as the training and everything that's put into boxing, you got to be a beast. It takes everything you got. You gotta eat right. You gotta get your sleep. You gotta stay away from the BS. You know what I mean? And you gotta stay focused all across the board. You know what I mean? Everything you do, it's a constantly learning. It's constant. I am a boxer. I'm a boxer. I'm 12-1 as a boxer. I'm gonna do my MMA pro debut now, December 20. So I'm doing both. I'm transitioning. I'm using a fighting period as a platform, because I feel like fighting has saved my life in the sense that got me away from all the BS. It got my head right. It's got my life in order, and I'm able to help kids. I give foster kids lessons. Wow.
Foster kids from his house. Shout out to his house.
Nice.
Shout out to Outside the Ring Champions. That's an organization I work with, and it's just got me in a whole different position in life. I feel great.
Yeah.
I feel great.
So I know you said that you help the youth and you go over there. You teach them how to box. What is some advice that you would give to those younger kids that may say, hey, this is something that I want to do when I get older? What is the advice you give? Because I know you said there was some a rough road for you in the beginning. Right. But what would you tell them?
My approach when I speak to children is like, I never had a male role model in my life. I never had a father. I never had like an uncle, anybody telling me, hey kid, look, you're good at this. Like, forget everybody else and just stick to. So that's the approach I try to take on them. Like, we might not know each other that well, but you have something you're good at this. Like, what I mean? If you want to pursue this, you're gonna have to drop everything. And I try to tell them from an experience point of view. Like, I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm trying to tell you where I went wrong, and hopefully, I can steer you in the right direction.
Yeah. And then even too though, so with
you know, any sport, you know, with time, you just get better and you just
Right,
get better,
right.
especially focusing and practicing that craft on consistently. You know
I
what I mean?
have a saying that says consistency over time equals success.
Yes.
If you're consistent over time, you're going to be successful in whatever
Exactly.
you do, whether you're cutting hair, being a mechanic, or you're a fighter.
Exactly.
The
Yep.
more time you put into your craft, the better you're going to be.
Yeah, exactly. And that's great. I like that. Say that one more time.
Consistency over time equals success.
Consistency over time equals success. I like that.
It's like a math equation.
I like that. Now, you said that fighting saved your life. Hashtag fighting saved your life.
Right.
What does that mean?
So I say fighting changed my life because I turned it around. You know, I got away from all the BS on the street, started fighting on the street, started getting in trouble. Now I'm doing it professionally. I'm getting paid for it.
Nice.
My family is super happy with what I'm doing. My kids look up to me, you know, and I'm trying to be a positive role model. You know what I mean? Not to be corny or not a cliche. I'm trying to help out people, trying to help out kids, and you know, I could see. I'm getting a lot of great feedback from like my Instagram and my social media, like, you know, that people that I don't even know, I'm reaching out to them, and you never know who you're touching.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing me, and continuing trying to do positive things, and you know, and luckily, and God willing, I keep inspiring somebody.
Yeah, yeah. Now, what were you doing before the boxing? In between, because I know you said you started.
Yeah,
as
before
a
the
kid,
boxing,
you know?
I've always like, you know, I've always lived off the streets. You know what I mean? I sold drugs. I did all the wrong things to try to get money.
Yeah.
I was never in a happy place. You know what I mean? Even when you try to fake it, you think you're happy. You're making a little money. You think you're happy, but it was never happy. Everything's you know, it's just short. Everything's short.
Yeah.
And you know, fighting, I found once I put full time into fighting, I left all the BS behind. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I wake up every day, like, you know, I don't wake up every day with a smile on my face saying I can't wait to do it. But once I do step into it and I get, like, you know, I wake up and I do my practice and I get it done, it's a lot better feeling it feels like something's accomplished. I feel like I'm moving forward. I'm still doing positive things, and you know, it reminds me that this has a long-term goal. This has something where I could look up to the future, and where before I didn't. I had no future. I didn't know what was going to do with what.
Exactly. Yeah. So, Team Pitbull.
Right.
So I heard you was security.
Yeah.
What you do? Well, first of all, you're not even tall, because security, they be like tall and like real big and scary. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you
what
only
it-
look scary in your pictures. You ain't even, listen, sitting here with you, because I seen the pictures before the interview. I'm like, damn, he looks scary as shit, you know? And then you get here and come on, you don't even look scary.
Nah, you know
You're
what?
just regular.
No, and I like that. I like that I have that. You know what I mean? I know I have that demeanor, that look.
Yeah.
You know, I got the goatee, I got the Miami look, the tattoos,
yeah,
the
Miami
dreads,
all day long.
But I know how to carry myself. I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
You know, I know how to speak well to people. And I think that's very important. You know, how you come across. So I like that people come intimidated, but once I open my mouth, they're like, oh, all right, cool.
Right,
I can talk to you.
what?
Yeah. And about Team Pitbull, Team Pitbull, that's my brother. Pitbull's family to me. You know, me and him are brothers. You know what I mean? And when I came out of prison, I was part of his security team. I've traveled the world with him, and he's behind me fully 100% with my fighting career. So
Nice.
you'll see some big things coming up too with him.
Yeah, nice. So you were security. Were you like the one right there, or were you just more in the?
Oh, I was the one right there. I've been the one right there with him.
I mean,
since
you
we were
had the
kids.
hands, so I guess that's all.
I always had the hands.
I guess that's all
know
you
what?
needed.
And luckily, like, you know, he's a great person to work with. There was never no problems, you know what I mean? About security being big, yeah, it's kind of a misconception.
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
Because there might be some big dudes, but they look
Soft
big, but they
teddy
ain't
bear.
doing right. They ain't doing nothing, you know what I mean? Then you got a little skinny dude like me. And but it was a great time, man. It was a great time. It was a learning experience. It got me, that's another thing that got me away from like the streets and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Be able to travel with him and just, you know?
Yeah, he's a blessing. I thank God for him all the time. You know, he's, like I said, me and him are family. And he really gives me good advice in the business aspect of everything.
Right.
So that's where we're at now. You know, like I said, big things coming with him soon. You know, we gotta stay tuned.
Okay, stay tuned for Pitbull. Now, as far I know, you said you have children. You have 3 children.
Yes.
Is the older son, into any boxing or anything
Yeah,
like that?
my oldest son was he placed in states for wrestling. He's been a wrestler since he was in 5th grade. He's 22 years old now. He's in college. He wrestles for Kaiser up in West Palm.
Nice.
Yeah, he's
running his
great.
family.
Yeah, no, runs in the family. He's great. He's my son is a warrior. Great kid. Thank God he You know, and I always feel like when you got like parents that not bad parents, 'cause we're not bad parents, but we messed up in the past.
Yeah.
Your kids grow up better, you know what I mean? Then parents were goody goodies. Their kids are messed up.
Word, they
You
messed
know?
up.
Yeah, so my
Yeah.
kids, you know, and they had their eyes open to everything at a young age, so they were like, nah, pops is messing up. I
Yeah,
can't,
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
go this way.
exactly.
You know, and they took heed.
Yeah, yeah, but it's good that they can see you now, you know, to
Of course.
just show where
Oh,
you
yeah.
were and now.
Oh yeah, no,
where
my
you're,
kids
where you're going.
they walk with me. They walk me into the ring, and
Nice.
when I win, my kids are in the ring with me. Oh yeah,
I love it. Oh, I love it.
That's another thing that drives my
I
passion.
love
you know?
it. So
Yeah.
even, you know, just everything that you went through, you were still a good dad, still in their
Always.
life and still right there.
Always. I had no father figure, so I was always super important to me. I was always in my kid's life. You know what I mean? Always. And you know, I went away for a couple of years. I went to prison, but even then, they come visit me every weekend. I was writing letters, and that was another thing that they got to see. Where like, shit, I don't want to be there when
Exactly.
I'm older.
Yeah. They didn't have to. They don't want to go down that same path. But
Exactly.
you know, you were able to. You know, parents, we make those mistakes and things like that our kids can see and say, look, I don't want to. I don't want to do that.
And the good thing is with my kids, they were able to learn through my experience. Like
Right.
they actually lived through it, where they had to go through all these things to come see me, and they saw it, and it was, you know, it was hard times where it's not somebody telling them a story like, oh, you don't want to do this. They're like, no, I went through that as a kid. I don't want that when I get older.
Yeah, exactly. Do you feel like, because a lot of times I feel like with prison, you know, the justice system is just so messed up to me.
Right.
Do you feel like that changed you at all? Do you feel like it helped you? Did it better you? Like, what did it do?
It definitely bettered me as a person. Definitely bettered me as a person. You know, it's a whole different world in there. But like, you know, if you're, and not to pat myself on the back, but if you had a little bit of intelligence, you know what I mean, which I feel I have, you use that and you harness it and you use it as power, you know what I mean? And I'm not one of those guys like, oh, why me and poor me or none of that. Like, nah, all right, cool, we do it. This is where we at. Let's learn off this. Let's read books. Let's you know, let's educate ourselves and let's not come back. Let's not step in the same hole again. You know?
Right. Now let's get to this boxing thing, you know, because I'm still stuck in this 12-1, 11 knockouts. Who would you say was your most toughest opponent?
I've had a couple of tough guys. My toughest fight for me that I can remember was probably my third fight. I fought around the world. I fought in Italy. I fought in Dominican Republic. I fought in Mexico. I fought in Colombia.
Wow.
My toughest one was one in Dominican Republic. The guy hit me like a truck. Thank God I didn't go down. You know, we kept fighting. We kept fighting. It was a hell of a fight. You know, hardest I've been hit, but. That's what the fight game is, you know, and that's something I love about it is that you learn about yourself in certain things, you know. Like you think you're this one person, and you might get hit and be like, whoa, you know, like you start second guessing, but no, like, you know, we're there. That's what I get trained for. You know, and I come. My background from fighting on the street and everything, I feel like I got that. You know, I always had that little chip on my shoulder, so I carry that into the ring now in a good way, you know, and I use it as energy, as positive energy.
Yeah. Is there any boxers out there that motivated you? I mean, we got Muhammad Ali, we got all these guys.
Muhammad Ali for sure was a big, you know what I mean, influence. Mike Tyson was a huge influence just because I love Mike Tyson. His story is incredible. How he's a really a story that came from nothing to something. And Evander Holyfield was one of my all-time favorites too. But yeah, I grew up watching those guys, and I wouldn't say I idolized them or nothing like that, but I was a fan. I loved it, you know. It was great watching them.
Great being to see the greats.
Yeah. Well, and I had Evander Holyfield like 2 fights ago. He was at my fight, watched me. He gave me a shout out on camera.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that was it's awesome.
Just there watching now the December 20th fight, because I will be in the building. You know, where is that going to be located?
So December 20 is going to be my pro MMA debut. It's going to be at Extreme Action Park in Fort Lauderdale. And right now I'm living a dream. I'm training with Yoel Romero, which is,
oh my gosh,
he's the elite. You know, he's at the top of his game. He's in the top of the fight game right now. You know, he's and this is like a dream come true to be able to be training with him. He's my coach. He's gonna be walking me in the corner, and
he's gonna be right there in the corner with you. Oh man,
yeah. So that's
amazing.
It's another dream come true for me. You know what I mean? To be able to work with people that I'm working with like him.
Yeah.
You know, it's incredible.
Yeah. So I mean, we're gonna get another knockout or what?
Oh, 100%.
You're gonna get another knockout 100%. Or what?
Yeah. I'm gonna walk out to the paramedic, get that stretch ready.
Get it ready for him already. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I love it. I love the confidence. You know what I mean? I love that you're just ready for it. You know what I'm saying?
I try to be confident, not cocky. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't underestimate anybody. Anybody that steps in this cage or a ring, I give you know, my full respect too. It takes a lot to get in here.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm confident in the sense of, you know, I got a great coach.
Yeah.
I got a great team. And we're getting prepared for anything, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Now, I know you said you started 2017, like, was your first fight.
Right.
What does it take to, like, when you're becoming a boxer, how do you get involved and to just, you know, get to where you are? Like, what does it take to get there?
Well, first it takes a lot of practice and discipline. You gotta, you know, depending on what weight you're gonna fight, it takes discipline to eat right.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta be at the gym every day. It's not easy, you know, it's not easy. It takes a toll on your body, and then, you know, you have your sparring sessions, which are like, sometimes are like actual fights. So before you even get to your fight, you done fought 10 times, 20 times
Right.
sometimes. So it's a gut check, you know. You wake up in the morning and be like, man, do I really want to do this? You know what I mean? And like you know, with me, you were talking off camera earlier. I love what I do. I feel like I don't work a day in my life because I love what I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna lie to everybody and tell them that every day is chipper, you know. And you know, every day you have your ups and downs. Your body might hurt. You might have something going on with your family. You need to pay some bills. You ain't got your money right.
Yeah.
And all those times when you feel you want to quit is when you got to go harder.
Exactly.
You know, and that's what I've done and up until now. You know what I mean? And what I'm gonna continue to do. And it's really been a benefit in my life, you know?
Yeah.
Every time I'm like, I feel my back against the wall, I'm like, yo, am I gonna turn back to the BS or am I gonna keep, and I keep doing, stay on my track, stay consistent.
Yeah.
And over time, success is slowly coming.
It's coming,
That's it.
definitely.
That's it.
Now, you said that the kids support you, they're right there, they, you know, they walk with you on you know, on stage. Does all the family support, your mom, your siblings,
All my family
everybody
supports.
support you?
Miami's behind me 100%.
I love it.
Yeah, I always got like a minimum of like 300 to 400 people at my fights. You know what I mean? They come
Yeah.
for me. It's an incredible show. I'm truly blessed and I'm truly grateful for everybody that comes on and shows love.
Love it.
Thank you. I love y'all.
Born and raised in Miami.
Born and raised in Miami.
What part?
Born and raised in South Miami,
South
67th
Miami.
Avenue and Burr Road.
Oh my
That's
God!
me.
Yeah, you one of those with the
That's it.
tattoos, gold teeth.
yeah.
Like, where does gold teeth
Tattoo.
come from?
These are real. These are permanent. You know what I mean?
Oh my God! So tell me, what can we expect? Like, you know, what could we expect to see in the future from you?
Man, the future's very bright. The future's very bright. We've got a lot of projects underway right now. That, you know, with fighting, I have my December 20 fight coming up. We have a couple things lined up, but I don't like looking past what I have in front of me right now. And
Yeah.
what I have in front of me right now is December 20. I have
Exactly.
an opponent, something very important, very dangerous, and I don't want to take it lightly. You know, once December 20 is over, we'll sit back down and I'll tell you, get back.
And you
into
tell
the
me
fight.
what's going on next.
Yeah.
I
But
like
everything's
that.
on the up and up
Because
right
you're
now.
focused.
I'm
You stay
focused right now,
focused.
and I don't take anything lightly. I don't want to, you know, you never know who's who. This guy's coming hungry too, and he's training just as hard as I am. So you see, we're here on a Sunday night, putting
Okay.
in work, you know.
Exactly.
So it takes a little extra.
And it definitely don't stop.
No, I don't stop.
You know, so you just gotta. I mean, you trained before this. Now you sitting down with me.
That's right.
So you know, it just keeps going. It just keeps going.
Keeps going. Keeps
And
going.
you're ready for everything that's coming your
Ready
way.
for anything that comes my way. You know what I mean? He's preparing me for anything. You know, you gotta think about. You gotta think about everything. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to sound dramatic or anything, but once we step in this cage or the ring, there's other guys coming to kill me.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? So
Oh,
I gotta
yeah.
be. I'm coming to kill him
It's
in
either
the
you or
sense that I'm
him.
coming to win. You know?
Either you or
know?
him.
Yeah, exactly. It's either me or him. You know, and with God's help, we both leave healthy, but I come out the winner.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh, definitely. Oh, I like it. I like it. I
Thank
like
you,
what you
thank
got going on.
Thank
You
you,
know,
thank you.
I like how you think, and I like you know just how you go about things. I
Thank you.
think you know even though you had the bumpy road in the beginning, you know the man that you grew into is just
Yeah.
it's just really dope.
You know, and I'm 38 years old at the age I'm at now. I started late, but for me, I feel it's a good thing because me 10 years ago, where I'm at today, I'd be messing it up right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I wouldn't be holding it together like I got it now. Now everything's, you know, it's held together. It's structured. My responsibility and me being responsible is at a higher
Yeah,
level.
yeah.
So everything's happening at the time it's supposed to happen.
Timing is everything.
Yeah.
So you weren't supposed to be where you are back then.
No, and I had many opportunities, you know what I mean? I had many opportunities to get there, and I messed them up myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
But now life brought me to where I'm at today,
Yeah.
and just sitting here with you is a blessing, you know? I
Oh,
appreciate
thank you. I feel the same way.
I want to give you know, a special shout out to like Game Time Management, which are managing me on my fights.
Yeah.
Yo Romero and the American Top Team, which is getting me right for the fights. Thank you for your time. I appreciate
You're
you.
very welcome.
And you know, all my sponsors, White Line, Art in Motion, love y'all. Anybody who has my back, everybody that wants to see me succeed, thank you. Everybody wants to, that's hating on me, thank you too. It's my
Okay.
gas to the fire.
Mhm.
And no, just a lot more to come. This is just the beginning.
Love it.
You know?
Love it. Let the people know where they can follow you, where you can be reached, where they can see you, watch you.
You can find me at Uly, ULY_monster. ULY_monster on Instagram. That's my only social media. You can find me December 20 at Extreme Action Park. About to kick some ass.
I know that's
And
right.
don't miss out, man. It's the beginning of a great career.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, sir. And you got a lot going for you.
Thank you.
So I already know you're going to do big things in the future.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's your girl, Ebbody. I'm here with Yulia, the monster, Diaz. You already know.
Go get the bag. Go get the bag. Go get the bag. Go get the bag. You chasing all of these bitches. I want a bag. You can have all of these bitches to give me the bag.